Hey everyone, welcome to the reading for today. We're going to see what you guys need to know right now. It's a general reading. It could be past, present, or future. You're going to know best how it resonates, okay? And where it fits on the timeline. So, just like last reading, I'm going to start off in saying I have new cards that I haven't broken in yet. So they are still a bit flimsy. So I apologize, okay? But we'll make it work. So what's the message for today? The Hermit and the Queen of Swords. And then we have the Magician in reverse. Interesting. And the Eight of Coins at the bottom. Okay, so it looks like we have a Queen of Swords here who is a hermit energy. So someone that's very smart. Okay, the Hermit is very wise, very smart. Could be more of like the loner type though. Okay, a bit isolated, very observant, watches, studies, observes. So something about mastery is important, okay? Just like my last reading, there's something here with mastery, mastering something. Now, right now, the way it looks is that something here has to do with wisdom, inner wisdom, being very observational, being very reflected, being intellectual, observant, analytical. Being able to recognize patterns, okay? But the Magician in reverse is like something here doesn't have to do with magic, or something is not magic. Now, I don't know if that's what somebody else thinks, because I feel like you see magic in everything. So I don't really feel like that connects to you, because to you, everything could be magical. Interesting. Someone here thinks it's not magic, or something is not about magic. What does that mean? What's the Queen of Swords? The Ten of Cups and the Eight of Wands. So family, happiness, the Six of Swords, moving quickly, getting out of things, being able to leave things behind, concentrated action, being concentrated, being precise. Okay, I don't know. The Eight of Wands is giving me precision, like target, like zoning in on something, like it's a target. Something about precision. Okay, I don't know. That's the magic. And I just heard that's the only way you don't go crazy. Okay, the Hermit. It's not about all of them. It's not about all the numbers. It's about the ones, like, I don't know why I keep getting numerology, okay? But let's just take that example for a second. It's not about all of them, understanding all of them. It's about the one number that keeps popping up over and over and over again. That's the one. That's the target. That's the precision. That's where the energy is focused. It's the one that keeps popping up. Okay, so just as an example, if you're seeing 6, 7, 2, 3, 2, 6, 2, 1, 3, 2, you don't have to focus on what does the 6 mean or what does the 1 mean. You want to focus on what is the 2, because the 2 is the one that keeps popping up repetitively, right? So you can drown out the other ones because there's something about that one number, the one that pops out the most, the one that is that you just see all the time. Okay. The moon in reverse. Not being scared of the dark. Something about breaking through the veil, okay? The devil. Unmasking a devil. The Hermit and the Ten of Wands. The Hermit on top of the Hermit. Wow. It's something about being able to see in the dark, or being able to see things that other people can't see. You can see things that other people can't see, or you can see evil where other people can't see it. Okay, tell me about the Magician reverse. The Five of Swords. Yeah, I was feeling like this is someone around you that thinks like, oh, it's not magic. Something isn't about magic. Like, you don't need to have superpowers to do something here. Okay. The Hierophant. They think something is just a formula, or they think it's just like a law, or it's like a one size fits all thing. Nine of Pentacles reversed. This person has no idea what they're doing. Like, they have not mastered this skill. They do not have the ability to make this function properly to the point of harvesting or abundance in this area of life. They think it's just a formula or a one size fits all. They think it's 1 + 1 = 2, and 2 always means the same thing, but no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It doesn't always mean the same thing. And that's why they're not going to be fluid in this. Because they think that something here is not about magic when it totally is. Okay, like, you can definitely use numerology as a form of divination. You definitely can. You can definitely use numbers to predict things. You can use astrology to predict things. Okay, anything about, you know, the cosmos and how the universe works in synchronicity with each other, that is, you can use that as divination. You definitely can. So, you know, like, somebody here is like really arrogant about this, because look, numerology for me are signs from spirit. If you want to communicate through numbers, you have to be able to communicate with the spirits, because the spirits are communicating with you, and they're using numbers to do it sometimes, because they don't speak language. They speak numbers, the language of the universe. So how can someone here say that is not magic when you are literally talking to a spirit? When there is a spirit that is trying to communicate with you. And the reason why they can do it through technology, okay? The reason why it works also with technology is because, what is technology? Technology is quartz, crystal, it's a channel, okay? It's literally a quartz channel, okay? Well, I mean, that's how it used to be, right? The screens of the phones and stuff like that. And then you have the electricity, which is energy, right? This is kind of like giving me like someone saying, oh, that's not magic, that's algorithm. But I can see the argument. Okay, I can see the argument. But here's what I got to say about it. Is that, first of all, this comes back to the principle of being at the right time, at the right place, using your intuition. Okay, so let's say your intuition tells you to go in a specific app. Like, you can't shake the feeling. Something's like, go in the app, go in the app. Okay, so you open up the app, and then right when you're in the app, you see these angel numbers, 111, 333, and you're like, huh. So how did you get to that number, to seeing that number? Through your intuition, through an intuitive feeling telling you to do this, look there. So you only got to those numbers because you followed your intuition doing it. You get what I'm saying? That's number one. That's why I was saying in the first reading, you cannot use numerology as a tool if you do not follow your intuition and have that kind of a psychic attunity. Okay, because even with technology and algorithm, you only get to the numbers at a specific time, at a specific date, when you are being led there. All right, and then the other thing about it is that you will also feel if something you're coming across is a sign or if it's not. So you're not just like scrolling and you think every single time you see the number, it's a sign. It's like you can feel if it is connected or if it's not connected. And you can feel if there's a sign there for you or if there's not. If you can feel the spirit around you. You have to feel the spirit around you to be connected to that, okay? And this person thinks it's not magic. It totally is. Okay, if I'm watching reels and I see a reel with the number 111, but I feel the spirit, I feel a spirit around me confirming to me like, yes, this is a message. This is confirmation. Okay, but then I'll watch another reel and it'll have 111, but I can feel the spirit telling me like, nope, you already got your confirmation. You already got your message. You're done for today. That's not connected. That's just a confirmation, but it's not connected. You can feel that. So no, it's not just, oh, every time I see the number 111, I got to write it down. No, it's a feeling. It's an energetic, spiritual feeling that you get from the spirit world that is communicating with you through the numbers, yes, but also through the sixth sense, telling you this is a sign or this is not a sign. This is connected. This is not connected. Or even like, you know, you can even like, for me, when I see numbers, I'm just getting really into it, guys. Okay. But bear with me. I even feel the shift in the energy when I have completed what I need to complete with a certain number set. Okay, so if it's like, if Spirit is trying to tell me something with the number 444, and I see it a lot and I see it a lot, when I've completed that set of information, I feel it. It's like, okay, you can let it go now. You got the message you were supposed to get, and maybe next time you see that number, it'll mean something else. But it's an energetic feeling, okay? It's not just, oh, it's just algorithm. Oh, it's just this. No. It's really not just that. It's a sixth sense ability to do that, okay? And if you don't, and if somebody does not have the ability to communicate with spirits, then they are not going to have the ability to do this, because spirits are communicating through numbers. It's not that you are perceiving numbers and you are just recognizing patterns. You are getting messages from a spirit that is trying to tell you something through numbers. Because that's the only way they can communicate with you, unless it's things like clairaudience, okay? Or clairvoyance, right? So you can also have those kind of gifts, or clairsentience. Birds, animals, animal communication, elementals, okay? Getting downloads through elementals like fire, scrying, water in the shower. Like, you get messages and confirmations through every single kind of a channel. And I feel like someone around you is really trying to like simplify what you do as if it were so easy when they have no idea. And that's why really, like, when you're super tapped in, this is like it's like this, like the apprentice coming to the master and going like, oh, what you're doing is not that hard. Yeah, it's not hard. Maybe it doesn't look hard. Like what you do, it doesn't look hard. because you've mastered it and you're just really good at it, but you also have a natural gift for it. Like you just do it naturally because it's who you are. You were born this way. You were born with this talent. You were born with the gift. You know, like some people are born and they are just naturals at like volleyball. Okay. So some, like, you're just born with it. And if you see someone who's, you know, really good at sports or something and they've like won all these titles, are you going to walk up to them and say like, oh, that looks so easy what you do? Yeah. Do you know how much work it took to get there? Do you know how much time it took to get that? And do you know that some people just have a natural gift for something like that? You know, like some people, they want to blow up their chest and they want to act like, you know, it's not that hard. Like, just let them. Like, if you know that you're really good at something and you know that you are a high priestess and a master magician at that, then this person, you know, it's almost like a compliment. Really, it is kind of like a compliment. You know, they do seem to admire you a lot because they want to be just like you. And it is a compliment that they think that they can do it too, okay? So just let them try. I mean, I doubt they're going to get where they want to get in this life, but maybe in 100 years, they'll be at your level. So just keep working on it, okay? It's a process, right? So, okay, tell me more about the Queen of Swords here. Precision, Nine of Wands, yeah. Not giving up, okay? Doing something over and over and over again, not giving up. The Hanged Man. You have to be able to see things from different perspectives, yeah, and that's what I meant as well. It's like things are fluid. Like there's always going to be, you have to have a high level of discernment when working with any kind of divination, okay? Because you have to be able to see things from multiple perspectives all the time, every time, right? You can't be stuck in one way of thinking, in one way of perceiving information. The Queen of Cups in reverse. Why is the Queen of Cups in reverse here? A woman. Because of a woman. A woman. What the heck? Can't believe they just both came out. Woman. No focus? No focus. Okay, woman. Why is woman here? Twice. Heart with a key. Welcoming love. Meeting the one. Open your heart. Getting together. Perfect. Oh, the key to the heart. Right. Having the key to the heart. Having the key. Only you have the key. Only you have the key. The Sword and the Rose. This is the truth about some sort of photograph, some sort of screenshot, some sort of pictures. Clarity, truth, revelation about the pictures. About some sort of pictures. Because only you have the key. Because only you had a key. Because only you had a key to something. What does that mean? Somebody watching something, looking something, stalking. Somebody seeing something. So there's something that someone saw around you that they shouldn't have seen. They shouldn't have been able to see it because they had the key, or something was unlocked, something wasn't locked, or only you have the key. Only you have the key? What does that mean? Self-indulgence, something that you have to keep to yourself. Something that you have to keep to yourself, or something that you kept to yourself, or something that you didn't tell anyone. Something that you didn't tell anyone. Okay, or something that only you know, or something that you were supposed to keep to yourself. 7 of Coins, about what you were working on. The 9 of Cups, doing something alone. This has to do with you working on something alone, doing something alone. Yeah, Judgment and the World. Something online. Something online. Okay. Yeah, yes. 6 of Wands. That's the yes card. Okay, so if you were looking for a specific confirmation, a yes or no answer, the answer is yes. This has to do with something that you were working on alone. Some sort of pictures. Somebody seeing something that they weren't supposed to see, because only you were supposed to have the key, or something was unlocked. So the answer is yes, that did happen, or whatever you think happened, yes, that's what happened. Okay, why is the Hermit here? 3 of Wands and the 3 of Cups. Okay, so this could have been a friend or someone that you thought was a friend. They could have tried to figure something out, what you're planning, what you're doing. Something about working at night. Something about staying late, working at night. I've gotten this before. The Hermit. Something about a flashlight at night. No one can see them. The 9 of Swords. A fear, stress. Someone's anxiety. The 7 of Cups and the 2 of Cups. Confusion about a relationship. Confused about a relationship. Because of someone, High Priestess, because of someone being scared or feeling ashamed, feeling embarrassed, feeling like something is a nightmare, something feels like a nightmare. Yeah, it's because I guess whatever somebody like saw that they weren't supposed to see when they were snooping, when they were going through someone's things, it's like somebody, you could have felt energetically that somebody had accessed something that they shouldn't have, or that they weren't meant to see. Like it could have put you in a state of stress, anxiety, or feeling energetically vulnerable, scared, stressed. Even like, you know, I don't know, like ashamed or really stressed out, anxious. Yeah, okay. The 4 of Wands in reverse. Something about not being home, not being there, not being at the location, not being at the house. Somebody is lazy. Someone wants reward without effort. Somebody's unproductive. Okay, tell me about this Hermit Devil. Date, not meeting someone new, not setting a date, not going on a date, not meeting with someone. They couldn't transcend the obstacle. Someone here didn't want to meet with someone. Someone didn't want to meet with someone because of this, maybe. Okay. That's the arrow. That's Cupid's arrow. That's the surprise. That's the arrow because of love. Doing something out of love. That's the arrow with love. Or doing something out of love. Okay, wait a minute. Not, or maybe someone else told you not to meet with someone, or not to see someone, or not to plan something. Something about what you were working on. Okay. Judgment and the Four of Wands. Yeah. Okay. So some sort of judgment that has come down because of a place, a location, a building of some sorts in the past. Something that happened at a location or at a house or at a building or someone's work in the past. Judgment. Yeah. It's your job. Okay. Something that happened at the office. That's what I was getting anyways, but I was waiting for it to come out. So this is something that happened at the office, at a job. Somebody saw something they weren't supposed to see. They went through something of yours. They looked through your things. They looked through a computer. And I guess they found something that ended up causing like a cause and effect in the universe, which is they exerted some sort of energy over what they found. Who was it? And you picked up on it energetically. What happened? Who was it? The Ace of Cups, innocent, love. That's why some High Priest, Queen of Pentacles. It was the Queen of Pentacles that did it. Strength, Leo, Tower. Or maybe it's not what they did when they found this, it's what they said about it. I don't know, like, okay. Somebody's energy signature is so, what I'm getting here is like, it's so nasty. Like when they shoot it out into the universe, it's very like I'm trying to find the right words because it's a feeling, right? It's very loud and like, I'm seeing like red, like fire red, dark red. It's like clawing through. It's like they exert a lot of energy into their judgment of other people, or how badly they talk about other people, or the evil eye that they send other people. They have this extreme like jealous evil eye that they send out that can be so strong that it comes very strong. Like if you're a high priestess psychic and this person is directing their jealous evil eye at you, you might feel it so strongly that you feel like you have to protect yourself, or something's been made vulnerable, or they're like, because somebody's energy is that like aggressive, okay? So if this is like a situation where you had an extreme, if you're the high priestess, you had an extreme reaction to someone else's energy that they were, and this is not like they're sitting there sending you spell work, okay? This is not, I'm putting a spell on you. That's not this. This is like someone talking so bad about you and thinking so bad about you that nasty energy hits you so hard, because it's that like jealous and like hateful and resentful, and like, you know, it's a lot. Like their energy is a lot. And it could feel very concentrated, right? So something about when this person says certain things or does certain things, you could hit that really, it could hit you hard, okay? So that might have happened in the past whenever this Queen of Pentacles found something while they were looking through someone's things, okay? Like this is even giving me a situation where you and another person, all right? You and someone else. Someone else has something of yours, okay? Something of yours. And this Queen of Pentacles finds that thing and has so much anger, resentment, hatred, jealousy towards you that you feel it over here, that this Queen of Pentacles is accessing something of yours, right? So this situation gives me that you are having an extreme reaction to something that just happened, but you don't know who it was. You don't know what happened. You just feel like something horrible just happened, okay? Now, let's say you're now lashing out at the person that had the item, and they don't know what the fuck you're talking about because they would have never done something like that to you, okay? But you don't know where that freaking energy is coming from, all right? And now it could have taken a while to kind of figure out what happened here, but I feel like this is the figuring out part, where now everyone is kind of realizing, or you and this person are maybe both realizing now, that it wasn't them that did that. It was someone else that went through someone's things. And whatever they said, they must have said something in that moment that was so hateful, because it blasted through the universe. It blasted through the energetic field all the way to you, smacked you in the aura, okay? And made you have a visceral reaction to what was being said, what was being looked at. Yeah, okay. Okay, so what's the Magician reverse then? The Magician, and the Fool. And I was just thinking again about the fact that this person that went through someone's things is most likely the one sitting there going like, that's not magic. That doesn't have anything to do with magic. Yeah, it does. Oh, hell yeah, it does. That is magic. How do you explain that? How do you explain the fact that how do you explain the law of cause and effect right there? How do you explain that? That energetic transfer that happened in that moment. This cause and effect right here, this was straight up magic. It was, because they did something and you felt it immediately. That was an energetic ping pong ball that just got smacked over to you, okay? It was. Like sometimes your sixth sense will tell you that something is happening, something bad. Maybe you don't always know who it was, who it is exactly, but you will feel what it was. And you will feel that something happened, even if you don't know where, why, how, you know, but it definitely happened here. It just wasn't the person that you thought it was, or nobody really could figure out what happened, okay, or why you were having this reaction, but this, I guess, is why. Okay, and it's that one person that says, oh, you're not a magician. This doesn't have anything to do with magic. Okay, explain that. Explain that. Temperance. Explain this. They can't, okay? They can't, because they're not an earth angel like you. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be arrogant about it. But somewhere in there lies a little bit of truth, all right? They just don't have this temperance, magician, high priestess soul, hermit soul. They don't have it. The Ace of Cups, it's special. It's a connection to spirit. That's what that is. What you have is a direct connection to spirit through the spiritual world, and it's through emotion. It's through feeling. It's through emotion. It's through feeling. It's through a sixth sense. It's through your energetic electromagnetic field around you. That's the connection to spirit. It's not numbers. Numbers is a part of it, yeah. But that's not the connection. That's not how you talk to spirit. Okay? I'm talking to spirit right now. They're using the cards. Right now, they're not using numbers. They're using the cards to talk. Okay? But if I don't have cards and if I don't have numbers, I still get messages. You will still get messages. In the most random ways, too. I had a hornet fly into my house today. A hornet. A big one. Like this freaking big, okay? And I had to lock myself in the bathroom because it was like banging against the door and I was like freaking out. And I'm just sitting in there thinking like, this has got to be a sign. I don't think in my entire life I've ever had a hornet fly into my house. And then I'm stuck in the bathroom. Like, how am I going to get out of here? How am I going to get the hornet out of here? Because if this thing stings me, I'm in serious trouble, okay? So for me, immediately, that was a sign. That was not an accident, okay? And that has happened to me another time too, where I had those weasels, those 2 weasels that tried to claw into my house. Like, you don't need tarot, you don't need numbers to get messages from spirit, okay? You will get it through animals. You will get it through the wind, okay? You will get it through the elements. Wind can talk to you. Leaves falling on the ground can talk to you. The earth can talk to you. That is the connection to spirit. And it's so much deeper than just, oh, the algorithm has showed you 333. To the people that don't get it, I get it. Okay, it's okay. Not everyone's going to understand spirituality, but it's not really much that you have to explain anyway. So anything else here, okay? Judgment. I'm done. You have a direct line to source. You have a direct line to archangels and angels and ancestors and spirits that are talking to you and communicating with you all the time, everywhere, through everything, through every medium. It doesn't matter. Okay? And in that moment, when this person broke through a barrier, looked into something that they weren't supposed to, projected out some extremely nasty energy towards you, in that moment, you felt it. You felt it. It wasn't a number. It wasn't a card. It was a feeling. Okay? So that's the answer to whoever was looking through someone's desk. Okay? Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. All right? I hope this helps, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.